Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We are here. It is May 2023, and we are on day 4 of Full Arch Masters. We're gathered here today with our administrative team. We've been together throughout the week, and we are excited to just review what we've done throughout the week. I'm going to go ahead and go around and go ahead and let us know where you're from and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jessica. I have been in the dental field since 1994. I am from Richmond, Virginia, and I work with Dr. Dan in Pickney.
I'm Cassidy. I'm from Kelowna, C, Canada. I work with Dr. Webster, and originally I'm a PDA. I kind of moved into the administrative side to help out with treatment planning.
I'm Debbie from Richmond, Virginia as well. I am a hygienist / treatment coordinator, and I've been in the dental field for probably 17 years.
Hi, my name is Dina. I'm from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I work at Barclay Family Dental with Dr. Punya and Dr. Parkhurst. I've been in dentistry since 1997. I challenged my boards and became an FTA in New Jersey, and now I'm an office manager and treatment coordinator.
Welcome. We're also gathered here with Tim Key. She's our marketing director.
Right. Marketing director, also treatment coordinator, and then I'm the new patient liaison. So that is my role here, the Full Arch Master.
Great. All right. So just the next question is, what were your expectations, or did you have an expectation coming to this course? I know we've attended many courses, possibly with your teens, and a lot of times the front office is not the main focus. It's usually clinical or lab or surgery. So did you have an expectation coming in to this course?
I did very much have high expectations. I am not very familiar with the implant process at all. And both Dr. Yeager's, that is one of my main focus to be a full arch master. So I wanted to embrace all things implants, and this is the perfect opportunity to do that.
Great. I would say I also had very high expectations. I did, however, think that it was going to be more clinical based, and I would be learning more about the clinic side of things, which I also do in the practice. So it was a nice surprise to see that it was a lot more advanced side of things as well.
I was going to kind of say the same. I had high expectations because the Yeagers do everything big, and they know the places to go and the courses to go and the people to learn from. But I liked the fact that we kind of broke away to like hyper focus on what our role is in the whole process of the full arch.
I had expectations. I don't ever have like high or low expectations. I'm just an open-minded. However, I came with the expectation that I would more learn verbiage for clinical and more, because I got away from that a little bit. So I was very, very happy and it superseded my expectations to learn the admin side, techniques and things that I am not implementing. And I just can't wait to get back and implement everything that I've learned.
Right, who's coupled here?
Now, what do you think is the most important thing that you learned from Full Arch Master's admin side?
I would say to be comfortable in silence. There's a lot of awkward conversations that have to be had, especially when you're talking about the process of full arch dentistry and also the price that comes with that and the stories that our patients have. They can really tear at your heartstrings. So to be able to be empathetic and not judgmental, it's huge. And to kind of tie all of that together has been really nice how you guys implement that, and we can take note of it.
I would say that I always knew that systems were important, but it was really great to see a system that has been, tested and proven to work well. So I'm very excited to go home and implement that into the practice a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And just being able to be comfortable in silence, like Jessica said, but also kind of, you're going to be empathetic to somebody who's sharing these stories with you, but the technique of how to kind of come full circle and give them what they want, but at the same time, you're helping your practice grow too.
The most important thing I think I learned is I learned a lot.
Something that you might have on your list, at the top of your list, hey, I'm going to do this when I get back on Monday.
How important it is to schedule my own time and have set aside time for my duties to actually spend time with the patient, how important my time is, so I'm not spread thin and just giving pieces to everyone, because if the patient does feel like they are your only patient of the day, you're taking that time, you're truly treating them like they're the only patient, and that could make the difference between your competitor and what you provide to that patient. Just listening and being patient and taking the time, and then also just making a schedule for myself so I can be more efficient with that.
Thank you. Next question here is, how important is it to bring your key front office team members, right, for you to make sure that, or share it with doctors that are watching this today, how important it is that you involve your front office in a training like this? Front office is the first contact with the patient before they ever walk into the door. We are talking to them or the friend. And so in order to set the appointment up for success, for a higher closing rate, and also to provide the patient what they want, the front office has to be trained accordingly so that across the board is consistent, then everyone is on the same page. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think that bringing front office is extremely, extremely important. They are the first point of contact, and if that doesn't go well, then nothing else is going to happen after that. Doesn't matter how great of a dentist you're working with. If front office doesn't know what they're doing or how they should be doing something, it's pretty detrimental to the clinic.
I think having the right people in the front is really important too, because you do have to kind of gain that trust from that person within like the first 30 seconds of a phone call. So this might be a way to help the doctors maybe figure out who is going to be best at doing that, or can they take what they learned here and bring it home and actually implement it daily?
I think what I've learned that was important is how everyone should be cross-trained. Everyone should be able to know the same speech and the consistency, the model of what to follow. That way, if somebody's not there, they can fill in for that person. Also, the consistency of the verbiage that they're saying to the patient from check-in to check out also is important, that everyone is just speaking the same exact story. And it's consistency and and also transferring, like you took that intake call and then now you're kind of passing the baton now to the next step, which is when that person comes in the front door, and they need to have that same friendly, patient, consistent verbiage as we did on the phone. It's very important.
A lot of good points of views and perspectives as to the importance of bringing your key front office team members, as a lot of times doctors doing best in the back office, the clinic, the lab, but it's very important to make sure we solidify the roles and the responsibilities and the tasks and the importance of your front office key team members. Okay. So if someone was thinking about coming to this course, what would you tell them? I would tell them that they need to bring someone from each aspect of the team. So admin, clinical, lab. So it can be implemented in all aspects of the team. And then those members can then go back to the full team and, relay that information. If it was just the doctors coming or just the clinical staff, a lot could get lost in translation. So having this one-on-one with each member of the FAM training staff has been excellent. And so having a good presence from your team at FAM is really key. Yeah, I would say to bring your team, bring admin, bring clinical, obviously the doctor and lab if you were closely enough with one of them, and extremely, extremely important.
I feel like our office has been doing a lot of the things that you guys teach, but making it more of that well-oiled machine is what I think our takeaway is. So if you're maybe an office that thinks you've got it all figured out, you might not.
I would say stop thinking about it, make the decision to go. I think it's a no-brainer. I definitely wouldn't recommend something if that weren't the case. I would recommend that you do bring different people from your staff. If you can, that's understandable, but at the same time, I think it's very important because it's a family team approach and every person has their own part. It's like a mobile, like a baby mobile. Every person plays a part. If one person's not there, it's off balance. It's not going to be efficient, right? So I think it's important. I think we've all learned something from every aspect, not to mention what we've learned from you, but things I've learned from everyone else as well. Sharing perspective and different things and methods and what worked and didn't work. I think it's phenomenal. Just the networking in itself is awesome.
Yeah, a very important part is how we're able to share. We all learn something from each other and we continue to grow, and we're going to continue moving forward as well now that we're all a part of this Full Arch Masters alumni, right? Okay. Last question is, how did the team at Full Arch Masters welcome you and host you throughout the week?
It's been amazing, like right out the gates. Like to mention, the networking alone, to be able to have that support, shooting someone an email or calling them or even going on the Facebook page. The support has been phenomenal. You guys have, kind of a really great week, memories that will last a lifetime, and also the education that we can implement now into our practice every day is, it can't put a price tag on it. I would say wonderfully. I don't know if there's a better word to choose. It's great that, you guys have obviously put the time and effort in to get to this point, but it's definitely, come off as a we're better than you approach. It's a we want to teach you and we want to help you and show you how you can also do this. And so, yeah, and it's been wonderful.
I just like how laid back it's been. Everyone's approachable. It's fun. It didn't feel like, here we go. It was just fun. It's a good time. It's important to have fun and learn.
Absolutely, I agree. I feel it's been amazing, absolutely. And this is something, I don't know if it's just like I'm overthinking or just thinking about it too much, but you're giving this message and you're teaching us these things that you say you've tried and what works and what doesn't work, but we're taking your word for it, so to speak, right? But then the way you've hosted, the way you've approached us, the way you've taught us, the approachability, everything, the way your mindset is, speaks that I know what they can handle this, and I see it here, and just as something not as simple, but like as a course. So I think your mindset probably is the same, and with your in your practice as well. So I see that, and I believe it. I feel it. I experienced it. I see how you are, so I can only imagine what you're saying is how exactly what it's portraying. So yeah,
Live it every day. Yes. I want to say one more thing. When someone masters something, you may not want to necessarily share your secrets with other people. That's competition. Not that we live close to you guys, but generally speaking, when you do something well, you kind of guard that. You're proud of it. And for you guys to share it with all of us so that we can have the same success just is phenomenal. Yes. That's a huge point. Yeah, huge point. And it all started from Dr. Dunlop from the top, right? He's happy. He wants to share. There's going to be a lot of full arches for everybody, right? And what's the best thing we could do is share our knowledge, right? I want to be able to share as a treatment coordinator, Jackie the same, so that other treatment coordinators can offer the same service, right? We're serving our patient. Don't have a mentality, again, that you know everything. Don't gatekeep information. We're trying to help our patients at the end of the day. This is Patty. That is it for our podcast, May 2024, with our administrative team. Thank you for joining us. And we are excited to see what's out there for the rest of our team members and keeping in touch and looking forward to your success. I'm Jackie, and that's a wrap.